Hi JH2s and parents, this is Miss O from Junior High Science. I would like to use this video to share some important updates regarding science education with us in Junior High Science. And also, most importantly, to get us to think about what it truly means to be a strong science learner in today's world. Okay, so we're going to focus on how do we go about cultivating attributes, not just subjects. Okay. So these are the things I'm going to cover in this sharing. Starting with the traditional perception of triple science as a prestigious and safe combination, which unlocks more pathways for the students. Moving forward, we would like to share that students do not need to take physics or biology as core subjects in junior high, but yet they can maintain access to the pathways, allowing them to pursue these subjects at senior high. However, usually we will advise students that if you are choosing to take H2 physics or biology in senior high without taking it as a core in junior high, they should take responsibility to catch up and recognize that coping in senior high will require extra efforts, okay, especially for H2 physics. We really wish that we can start thinking about how we can move away from collecting subjects, pursuing all three sciences, to recognizing or emphasizing the importance of developing scientific thinking and attributes. So I would like to introduce the three science electives, which will be rolled out in 2026. Firstly, on the applied science electives, there will be two, which you are going to hear from me on this slide. These are for students who are curious about the third science, meaning that they will be taking double sciences in their core curriculum, but yet they are curious about the third science and would like to explore key concepts in applied context. So the first applied science elective is called the Physics Behind It All module, Q, representing inquiry and questioning. Okay, this module allows students to explore how physics or the concepts related to physics shapes our everyday life. Through a series of hands-on activities, real-world challenges, and even learning journeys to playgrounds and community spaces. Okay, this will be ideal for students not taking physics, but excited to see physics in action. The second module under the applied science branch will be forensic science. This will be for students who are keen to discover how biology comes alive in the world of forensics through a series of hands-on investigative activities, but yet at the same time look into the ethical and social implications behind case studies. This will be great for students not taking bio as a core subject, okay, but wishes to experience the learning of bio concepts through a context. The third elective, which I would like to introduce, is the Advanced Science elective. This module will be for students who are curious and want to dive deeper into the scientific concepts beyond the core curriculum of the 2 or 3 sciences that they are taking. Take note that this module is not open only for students taking triple science, so it will be open to students who are only taking double sciences as well. Okay, so this will be particularly for students who are keen to practice science communication and applying science through service learning beyond the core science subjects. Okay, experiences include learning journeys, expert talks by our subject tutors, and also external speakers, hands-on experiments and investigations, and of course, opportunity to share scientific knowledge with others, and also to make a positive impact in the community. Okay, as I mentioned, there's no need for students to take triple science to be eligible for this advanced science elective. We certainly need the students to have a passion for sciences, a drive to think critically, and the heart to make an impact using science. So if I were to compare the 3 electives, all of them are equally rigorous in different ways with different strengths. So all of them are outside the constraints of core curriculum. This means that we will be able to better engage the students with hands-on activities, outdoor explorations. So let me give you an analogy. Think of these electives as using different lenses. So advanced science elective is like the microscope, allowing students to zoom in for depth. Applied science electives are like wide-angle lenses, helping students to see science in action across different contexts. We should recognize that both views are valuable and both help students to grow as scientists. So what exactly makes a good science learner? So a good science learner should go beyond learning concepts. Okay, so they should be able to think critically and creatively, solve problems with resilience, inquires and investigates, communicates and share knowledge with others generously, collaborates well and effectively in teams, practice ways of thinking and doing science, relate science to technology, society, and environment. These are all covered in our core modules. And therefore, even without taking electives or participating in any enrichment competitions, students do not actually lose out because our core science modules will provide a robust foundation and develop essential scientific skills and thinking in our students. Concepts are like tools in a toolbox. Attributes are the craftsmanship, knowing which tool to use and how to use it to build something meaningful. Our core subjects develop these attributes, while electives provide an additional space to further hone and apply them. Okay, so you don't have to pressurize your child or yourself to take an elective after all. Okay, but I would like to just share the facts related to the elective so that you can make a decision, because ultimately it's a low stake choice. All or no electives will lead you to H2 sciences in senior high. So why not see it as a chance for you to practice decision making, for your child to practice decision making? Do I want depth, breadth, or just simply focus on core sciences? How do I want to grow now? Okay, and that at the same point, I would like to share there are additional enrichment opportunities for all students, regardless of whether they are in electives or not. Okay, things like science Olympiads, other science competitions, and of course, our science training and research program called the STAR program. These enrichment opportunities are it may be subjected to selection, okay, but you can find out more details when they are being rolled out. So this is a very brief, simple illustration on how the calendaring will look like. So advanced science, as shared by Mr. Teo, is on Thursdays. Okay, forensic science, physics behind it all will take place on Tuesday. And at the bottom, you will see a series of competitions, which you can pause this video to take a closer look. Just take note that because things are happening at the same time space, so students really need to think through what they want to pursue in the upper JH time with us. And to note that JH4 physics chem students who wish to do physics Olympiad should not take forensic science elective because they are all falling on Tuesday. So I'm going to share two frequently asked questions. The first one is, should I do biology or physics? Okay. The reasons to take bio should not be just I can't do math or bio is just simply memorization. Okay, taking physics can open more doors and opportunities. Okay, more than half of the listed single degree courses will have physics as a subject prerequisite. So think through the true why behind choosing each subject. Okay, and you certainly should not choose a subject because of a teacher. The second frequently asked question is, can I drop a science if I choose to take triple sciences still? Okay, we do encourage students to persevere and do not drop a subject simply because it's difficult. And we also hope you can honor the subject combination you have chosen. Choosing a subject should not be simply based on whether you want to take it in university. Okay, so please seek support from your tutor. Try your best with your chosen combination. And if you have really decided to drop a bio subject or a physics subject, you can only do it at the end of JH3. Okay, but you should take note that taking triple science may mean that you can't take certain electives due to clashes in schedules or requirements. Okay, in closing, triple science is not the only path, and I would like to assure you that electives are equally rigorous in their own ways with differing strengths. One for depth, two for breadth. Students should use this chance to practice decision making. Okay, all students will gain a strong foundation in science and develop thinking and all the essential skills regardless of whether they are taking electives or not. What matters most today is not about the number of sciences that a child takes, but how you grow as a science learner. Okay, and lastly, you will be able to access all the senior high pathways while growing as curious, confident, and contributing learners. If you have further questions, feel free to email me or to speak with your JH2 tutors. Thank you for listening and